Hi, this is Andrew Tyler with the Florida Garden Kid. Today we're going to be talking about propagation. The first video we did kind of cover it on, that one was considered cuttings, which is a method of propagation. Now we're going to go into a method of propagation, which is division of plants. Now, I'm a bargain gardener. I go to clearance section, and if I get a good deal, great. But I also bargain shop on regular price stuff. A lot of people may not notice, but when you buy a plant, there's sometimes more than one plant in there. I try to look, if I'm going to spend the $6, spend money on a $6 plant, I'm going to make sure it has 3 or more plants in there. This way each plant is about, if you get a $6 plant and there's 3 plants in there, each plant is worth about $2. So this way I'm looking at it, I'm getting stretching my dollar further. So I'm going to teach you how to propagate this Pothos. I just picked this up. This was a $6 plant. It's a beautiful plant, long, viney. It's nice. It's in a quart. It's not a 1 gallon, it's a quart. I'm going to show you guys how to propagate this, because what they do is they take cuttings, stick a few in a pot. So there's quite a few in here, and I'm going to show you guys how to propagate this. It's really good, economical, and you can have more plants than one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to squeeze the pot. I'll try to do this. Ah, there you go. And here you go. Now, I recommend saving your pots. Trust me, they come in handy. Save them. So we have a Pothos. I got it at Lowe's. Highly recommend Lowe's. Love them to death. I know everyone in the garden department, and they know me, and they give me great deals on plants. Great people down at Lowe's, and they know their stuff. So here you go. Here's a Pothos. It's a vining plant. You're going to see cuttings right here. Here's a cutting there, and there's a cutting there. And you want to look at the roots. Actually, it's kind of funny because what they're using is pretty much cocoa fiber. Shock. So I guess I did something right by doing those my first video experiment. But this time we're going to use real potting soil. Now, different ways to divide. What you're going to use and what you're going to need is a pair of scissors, pruners. I prefer scissors over pruners due to the fact that pruners are bulky and they're kind of big and you can't really get into small spots. Like with these are regular craft scissors. Nice, you could get right in there and snip. With a pruner is big and bulky, it doesn't work. You're also going to need a knife. This is my gardening knife. My dad's a butcher, so we have a bunch of knives that we don't use. So he gave me some, and I use this one for gardening. It's sharp, but kind of blunt, so you can't really hurt yourself, but you do want to be careful, because you could hurt yourself with this, so you might want to be careful. So what you're going to do first is you're going to examine the root ball. Root ball on this looks great. Nice, healthy, white roots. If you start seeing brown, mushy roots, that's when you know you have root rot, which can be a serious problem. That is due to the fact of overwatering. So you're going to look at it, you want to look inside the plant and see how many plants you could get out of here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it. If you can, that's kind of hard with the Pothos. You're going to take it, lay it on its side. You're just going to go, take the knife, stick it in, and start going all the way down. And you're just going to cut it. And then once you get it about halfway cut, you're going to go and pull on it. Now this is a little tough with Pothos because they root really, really well once they're rooted and in there. And especially because it has vines, you want to try your best not to break the vines off. You want to pull it. I'm fighting with it here. Give me a moment. It's being a pain here. Okay, there we go. Now, there you go. I have 2 plants now. I have a considerably smaller one and a semi-large one. So I have 2 plants out of 1. So the $6 plant is now 2 $3 plants. So this is what you want to look for when you're going to a store. You want to look for a plant that you could divide and get more out of. Now, the reason I say this is because you're going to want more of this plant, trust me. And it's good because then you could grow it more of them. You could give away, sell some, do whatever you want with them. But I think you get a better money with different plants that have more than one plant in the pot. Because you could landscape a place, plant a garden. You could spend half the money but get more plants out of it. It might look straggly in the beginning because you might have a few sticks in a pot and you divide it and it doesn't look right. Give it time, water, fertilizer. It's going to bush out and it's going to look great. See, I got 2 plants out of 1. So this is actually a great little plant here. I kept about half the root ball. And if you want, you can always go and divide it down some more. But for this, I think this is a good sized plant. And actually, I don't know. I might go and do this one a little bit more. But when I get it divided some more, we're gonna come back and I'm going to show you how to pot up your new propagation.